Ladies and gentlemen, I have a point to make tonight. My point is, the world has a junk food problem. And I appreciate other speakers that have led up to my speech here, and Deborah especially. Now, we don't just have a junk food problem. Guys, we've got a serious junk food problem. You go into an average elementary or junior high school today and see what they eat. Oh my God. I would die. I'm not used to eating that stuff. I haven't grown up to eat that kind of thing. It would kill me. How do they sleep? Now, we have another problem. A related issue. Lorna again touched on this one. A healthy food cost problem. I can go into a Sobeys and I can buy for $5 2 or 4 liters of Pepsi and a big bag of chips with enough calories to keep me going for 2 days. Right? At least. But if I want to buy something healthy, it's going to cost me. Now, are there solutions to this? As my Russian friends say, da. There are simple ones, as a matter of fact. Now, the far majority of people, for example, it's a big problem. Smoking is really not a problem, I wouldn't think, and we're nowhere near as big a problem now as it was a mere 10 years ago. And what we're looking at now, when I look at the kids in the school, and I see the kids at the mall, it scares me. Very scares me. Now, curbs have been put on alcohol advertising. And I'm going to touch onto this in a little bit more, in a little bit. So we've gotten the alcohol, the cigarettes and the alcohol problems, and their solutions are doing very well. Now here's something small. We can stop childhood obesity. And that's what really bothers me. Adults, it's their own fault. And we can enable healthy eating. And there's 2 things here. There is not eating too much junk food and a lot of sugar, but then there's also eating healthy as well. Now, I'm just going to give you a little perspective. Okay? The world can get to be eating healthy. And you know something? I said I had a point. Okay, I might have a couple of points. But you know something? I don't have a lot. And it's not hard to change this. Really, it is not hard. Why aren't we doing something about this? Now, we only need to do a couple things. And you can see them here. And actually, they're only on the left side over here. And here is the first one. A smart tax. I would have thought that would have been an oxymoron up until I started to come across this little issue here. Okay? Tax junk food. Okay? Tax it. Take the taxes and subsidize healthy food with the tax. I guarantee you, I know there are friends of mine that are in 2 categories. One is they can't afford to eat healthy. They can't afford grapes in the winter. Okay? So they're just too pricey. They can't afford blueberries. That's out of the question. And there's a lot of foods that are out of their category. If they want to give their kids treats on a Friday night with a movie, they're going to buy chips. That's all they can afford. Now, I mean, these things here, raspberries, salmon, and blueberries, I mean, they cost a fortune. And the second category of friends of mine are ones, they can afford it. But you know something? Given a choice between spending $600 a week in a grocery bill versus $900 for something that's healthier, they choose the 6, and they eat a lot less healthy than they should be or could be. And I tell you, while I have a big problem with taxes, I have no problem taxing crap that's killing us. Really, I don't. And to subsidize healthy food, it's a great idea. Now this next one here, you guys would probably know very well. You've had a big dinner. It's probably Thanksgiving. Okay? You barely can move. They advertise some of those juicy burgers. I can eat one of those right about now. Come on, guys, is it necessary? We're killing ourselves. As a race, it's freaking stupid. Stop it. Give it up. And especially when you're aiming at children. Look, hello? Now, Wikipedia actually has a term for this, and they call it a fat tax. Now, I think it's broader than just a fat tax, but a fat tax aims to discourage unhealthy diets. Okay? We can't solve the problem like that. It's no silver bullet, but much like the cigarettes, over time, if we do the right things, we can discourage the unhealthy diets and change the world. And finally, this is what we want. We want healthy, happy, active children, and then those children are going to grow up, and they're going to do something. They're going to make the world a better place. If they grow up eating junk food, and I guarantee you, Barb, I'm sure would agree, brains that do not get the right nutrition do not grow as big even, and are certainly not as healthy and is able to adapt to problems. This is what we want. Happy, healthy food. Right? And we can do it. We can get the world eating healthy.